All right, what's up, guys? We got another replay today submitted from a player in my Discord. I've gotten a lot of submissions since my last video, like way more than I was expecting. It's honestly not that much, but I'm kind of a lazy fuck. So it was a lot for me. It's kind of more replays than I was expecting to see come in. I'm really happy about it. I'm glad you guys are all submitting replays. I'm glad I'm in a position where people enjoy watching my replays and my analysis on them and getting tips and boosts from them. Today we got I believe he said he was GC3, maybe mid GC3 something, 1700 game. So this guy, pretty high up. I'm going to be a little bit harsher on him than I was in the last video. Last video, he was what, champ something. So the critiques are going to be a little bit more fine-tuned, a little bit harsher. You gotta play a little better if you're trying to move up from GC3 to SSL than champ 2 to champ 3. You gotta be quite a bit more on point. So I'm gonna be a little harsher this game, and just things you can fix. And yeah, I appreciate you guys all sending replays. Obviously, if you want to send your own replay, hop into my Discord. I'll leave it in the description. I try and get all of them. I'll do them for free. You just got to send your replay file in. And yeah, thanks you guys for showing all the love recently. Let's hop into this watch. All right, GC3 game here. That's a great kickoff. Love to see that. Good boost grab. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yep. We already got something to talk about. So this hit right here, obviously it's a really bad hit. But not only is it a really bad hit, you don't even have to jump to hit this. Like, you could just boost on the wall and catch it. Like, you just take it back to your side. I think this is something that gets into a lot of people's heads. They don't really see the whole field as an asset, even at this rank. Like, it's maybe not your first impression. So I think what you're trying to do here is jump off this and catch this so that you can turn in and play. But you have an entire field behind you. You could just take this ball back and control it and do whatever you want with it. So if you don't drive, or I mean, if you don't jump off this wall, you could just drive. This ball will hit you. You could catch it and just roll it back to your side and have all the possession in the world. And they can't do anything about it because you're faster than them and you're on the ball. So just take this space while your team is overcommitted and you have two players looking at you just to take this ball back. Now, obviously, the catch is an option if you hit it, but even if you hit the catch, you have two players facing you down and your teammate's overcommitted. It's kind of risky. I would still take this back. I think it's a good hit to take back. Hato got a good clear on this ball. So there's not a lot of play you can make on this. This is tough from where you've positioned yourself. So it's best just to take this back. Just take your time, be calm, no need to panic. This is a bad touch, obviously, but it's not just a bad touch. It's a bad decision that made that bad touch. So just try and bring that back next time. See this kickoff. I like the cheat. I prefer it to be a little bit faster, honestly, at this rank. You're getting up there. You could trust the players to hit solid kickoffs. So I would like this to be a little bit faster. What you should... Okay. I'll talk about cheats a little bit here. At this level, I personally prefer if you cheat pretty damn hard, and if the ball goes over your head, instead of turning around to defend it, just demo their cheater. Because you're going so fast, they just don't see you coming if the ball goes over you because they're looking at the ball. You can just kill them every time. It's like almost 100% consistency, and you win every cheat that goes for you. I think you should just cheat faster, unless you're like up a goal at like 10 seconds left and you need to like hold a lead or something. Then this cheat's okay just to play safe. But I honestly think you should start to cheat faster. It'll also improve your reaction time on cheats, so just a good thing all around. Teammate gets a good win. I like the boost grab. Threaten him. Okay. This is a little dangerous to go for since he's lurking on this. I like the idea, but I feel like you should kind of be able to recognize this, that this is pretty dangerous. In fact, honestly, if Hato was even a little bit better, he probably could have scored here. That hit's not good enough to score, but like you have 100 here, man, and you dive on this John, and by the time you're done with this play, you're on 25. Like you're just committing for plays like this play and the first play. You're trying to make offenses happen where if you just wait, you have the resource advantage on these players. Like this guy's stuck out, he can't get boost. This guy has 0 boost, he just came from kickoff. You and your teammate just got big boosts, or he's about to go get a big boost. Just let him hit the ball. Like you could just beat him to the next one and have free possession. You have the resource advantage. There's no need to be rushed. You just wait this out. This is an unnecessary dive. And now you're pretty much zeroed. You have to go get a boost now, and because of that, you can't stay involved in this play. And they get the ball back. So because of that, because you made your decision to commit your play earlier, you now have effectively given up the ball. Now, not to mention, this is a bad hit from your teammate. This hit sucks a lot because he has infinite time. He has so much time to just settle his ball and do whatever he wants with it. You should not give this away. This is a bad decision to give this away. But from your perspective, this ball never should have been in your teammate's possession. So you can't get that mad at him for giving it away because you could have been settling the ball right here. There's more you could have done, you know? So now you guys don't have ball and you have to play off of it all because of that. So when you have resources on your opponents, you could play so much safer. You don't have to make those dives, those commits. That's the time to beat them out in attrition. See what happens here. Nice. That's solid. Normally, if it's possible, it's kind of hard here because you were a little bit slow to it. You don't want to jump. You want to be able to catch this and bring it down. I think it's still possible. It would use all your boost up, but you could boost a little earlier and a little more and not jump and get a light touch down, like slow yourself down right before you touch it so it comes down and go down with it. Because this overcommits you and gives the ball away, but it does relieve pressure off the double tap. So, and it kind of puts them in a bad position. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys got scored on here for something like this. Because you're just committing yourself out. Like you can't do anything now. You're stuck to this. Your teammates basically wrong button. Your teammate's alone to die here against this guy. He's not on a 1v1. Most of the time at this rank, this worst car ball game player guy, he's just gonna shoot it, which is not the play he should do. He should settle it. I'll see if he shoots here because it's GC3 and I have a hunch he's gonna. But you basically left your teammate in a 1v2 with this, even though you saved a little boost and you hit the ball really hard and it looked cool to hit the ball hard. Again, you just gotta be more patient, and not leave things up to your teammate. Oh, he actually does settle it, but he sucks. So he's not able to convert. That's a great touch. I love that. That's phenomenal. Yep, grabbing pads, beautiful. Let your teammate solo. Teammate's almost the GOAT. Again, man, like you're just diving for these balls that they're just cooking you, man. Like, why are you pushing up this hard? Like, even if you hit this, what's this gonna do? You can't get that on. That's impossible to get on. That shot's so hard, and your teammate is zeroed. So you gotta defend. You gotta buy time for him to get boost. Like, this is just too aggressive. This is too aggressive. Because your teammate fully committed here. Like this, when you see this play happen, this is in possession to worst car ball. Your teammate's overcommitted. You're the last man, and you just had to push up even more? Like, this is kind of crazy. So yeah, you just gotta be a lot safer with your resources. You're being too aggressive. Let's see this kickoff. That's all right. Could be better, could be worse. Teammate misses the boost. That's fine. Okay. They double commit. Good 50. Oh, unlucky bounce. Okay. Actually, I'm not gonna flame you for this because this is a really good idea. Trying to touch this ball to the wall and steal their boost. Because stealing boost here is really important because you have them starved and you have the resource advantage. Unfortunately, you don't hit it, but you do get the boost from them, which is huge. Teammate get a cut? Nice. I like that. That was solid. I like that. That's a good jump. Okay. Another one about this one. This could be a mechanical error, but if he's jumping already and he's the last man back, all you have to do is beat this guy because they won't be able to defend whatever you do to beat him. So just hit this to the wall and it'll bounce back mid for a free shot for you. Trying to get it over him in mid is super unnecessary because he's already last man back. There's no one behind him. You don't need to put this down mid. You could just hit this into the wall right there. If you hit this straight on in the wall, it'll bounce out. And you can just keep playing. Like, use those walls for beating a lot. They're really powerful because they immediately put the ball back in mid for you, and you have an extra angle you could beat them at. So right here, just hit this in the wall. It's a free goal. He gets a dunk, though, because you try and hit it over him, but it still ends up being a free goal. I love your speed from that play, too. That speed was really good. You recognize you might jump for him. Just where you're aiming for it. Just got to change a little bit. I like that cheat. That was a little faster than last time. Oof. Don't like that. Okay, nice. Let's talk about this. If you're winning this boost, I would say you should probably jump and hit this and try and hit it up the wall. Kind of leaving this to go to mid is pretty risky because if they get a hard bang, it's really hard to defend. And you could control more of the game if you settle this. Like, you get the boost and you jump up and hit it up the wall. This is definitely a play I think you should perform that. It'll make you awkward, so it'll be uncomfortable because you're going to land weird and you're going to lose your momentum, and the ball might be too far for you to play, but it won't let them get this shot here, and they're on 0 boost. So if they can't get a shot here, they have to rotate out to go get boost. So even though it makes you awkward, it makes them even more awkward because they have nothing and they have to leave. I like the recognition that it's not in. I'm not going to lie. I probably would have double jumped and tried to take this to backboard because I'm worried it's in. It's good recognition it's not in. This is ambitious, though. This is ambitious because they're both on no boost. They just left. And so you don't need to air dribble this down the field. I like the idea to jump, but you could just jump, make sure no one's committing here, and then go back down and catch this. You're playing really fast and aggro when you have breaks and when you have like offensive opportunities. And you need to slow it down. You need to be more patient. You need to recognize when you have time on the ball and capitalize on that. Because if you don't slow that down, if you don't capitalize on that, your offenses are always just going to feel like random bangs that sometimes go in. So you got to slow this down and catch it. Like, this is not going to... You have 60 boost, and your momentum is not strong enough to make you down this field. Just catch it and just dribble. Because you would have had the same thing in this position right here, but you would have been on the ground, and you would have had the ball on your car. And this guy, you could have flicked it over him. But you go for the hardest flip reset of all time. Like, I'm not hitting this, bruh. This flip reset's impossible. There's no way you're getting this in the net. There's a defender, and you're at midfield, and you're at 0 boost, and the ball's below the crossbar. This is the hardest flip reset of all time. Honestly, even with the play you did, you shouldn't go for this flip reset because you should play for a 50. Because this flip reset overcommits you again, and now your teammate's alone. Teammate decides to commit, which I like. He doesn't want to be 1v2'd. That's solid. Jump. Ooh. That's a poor way of going at this. You drove a little too far forward before you jumped. You should have actually backed up and then jumped. But good enough. You got the hit. That's fine. Play this safe. All right. You went for a double tap here, which is a bad decision because you're giving the ball away from your car. The closer the ball is to your car, the more control you have over it, the more options you have to adjust quicker to what they're doing and play it better. So this is a problem because I would go for a flip reset here. Unlike earlier, this is actually a good flip reset opportunity because they're not going to challenge you in the short amount of time it takes you to get it. It keeps you close to the ball so that if they try to commit onto it, you can always get a touch because you're so close. Now this, I like the concept of trying to maybe like speed it up and beat them out in raw speed. But if you're going to do that, you have to just put it on net. The double tap gives them too much time because even if they don't make it to this touch right here, they now have extra time to read your double tap. You give them an extra slot of time. So if you're going to go fast like this, where you want to speed it up and catch them off guard, you just have to shoot it straight on net. You can't go for double tap. I would go for a flip reset here personally. You're good enough. I know you have the mechanics. You could get a flip right here. This is easy. Just because it keeps you close and involved in the play. Good try. Yep, good rotate. Trying, you have to turn. Yeah, good recognition. I like the idea. I love that bump. That bump is amazing. Nice, let your teammate solo. Try and catch this. Okay. Another time where you don't have to go up. Going up here is giving them time to recover. You're on their goal line. You have the pressure. Don't take this up. Take this like immediate. You got to go right now. Because Carball is completely overcommitted, so you have a free 1v1. But if you take this up, the 1v1 potentially can turn into more than a 1v1 because they can make it back. You're just trying to do too much on every play. Rocket League can be a lot more simple than this. You don't have to do that much, you know? It's not where the hell am I? Okay. You don't have to do that much. A simple catch and front foot flick will probably get a goal here. You're in the right position. You did that part right. But this is too much. You're like, you want to be a good player. And so you want to do these cool things to beat through the opponents, but you're using them at the wrong times. You're using them to beat the opponents when they don't need to be beaten like this. Now, there's obviously times for this. There's times where this is absolutely crucial. You need to know these mechanics. They're super amazing for beating your opponents when making space. This is not one of them. You already have the space. Your teammate got you the space. You just have to catch this and dribble at them. That's the fundamental. This is doing too much. I like that idea. Back to your teammate. You might get a goal out of it. Nice. That was smart. I like that. Do that more. Like, don't jump. Just don't commit yourself. Just give it a little love tap to your teammate. Let him play. This is beautiful. This is the best play I've seen you make all game. I love this. This is phenomenal. I would say arguably even that goal is like 100% basically from you. Your teammate just finished what you started. I love that. That was great. Okay. I want to talk about this specifically in solo queue. So your teammate gets bumped back and you leave the boost for him. And I want to talk about this at GC3. I don't want to talk about this at Champ. I don't want to talk about this at Diamond. I want to talk about this to you at GC3. I think you should take this boost. I think you should be selfish and take this boost. You turn and try and force, but the higher rank I go, the more I've been caught up by my teammate sees my momentum coming to this boost. He assumes I'm going to take this boost from his POV. He assumes my momentum towards this boost means I want this boost. Like, he gets bumped here, or he flips, he misses. That momentum here looks like I'm going to get this boost. Now, you turn up, he gets enough space, fortunately, in this position to take this. However, because he's taking this now and you tried to force, he now has to use this boost to play backboard, and you effectively leave him to die with this. And when I'm talking about ranking up in solo queue and playing for your teammate, what I mean is you should not. Your teammate shouldn't have to be the last decision, right? So when you're forcing here, the force is good, but you can't do anything with it, and you've confused your teammate by looking like you're going to go for this boost and then not going for it. So now your teammate's delayed, you're delayed. It's just kind of messy. So you can clean all that up by saying, okay, teammate, you're going to be the one to force. I'm taking this boost. You're going to have to force. And you're at GC3, so your teammate knows he's low. He's back on your backboard. He's either going to have to cover high or he's going to have to force, and he'll do one of those. You're high enough up, you can trust your teammate to make that play. Just take the boost. Your teammate's kind of going to think you're an asshole, but in the long run of things, it's a better play. It's less confusion. You're not deciding between them. You're just making the play immediately. You're just forcing that to happen. I think you should do that. The higher I've gone, the more in these specific plays where it could be maybe you, maybe me. It's me. Like, I just have to make that decision. I have the momentum. I'm in the position to do it. It has to be me. So that's what I would do. The turn's not bad. The worst part about this turn is that you do the force, kind of, and then when he takes it up, you just leave. You turn off ball cam and leave. Like, this ball is still dangerous. You have to cover low so your teammate can cover high. You can't just get out of this play like scot-free. So if you do make this play, you have to stay low here. You have to keep ball cam on. You have to cover low. Your teammate's going to backboard, and you flip past. So now no one's covering low. And I know you're trying to go back post here, or boost or whatever, but you just left your teammate to die. This whole goal could have been prevented by you just being a little selfish and taking this boost, or just staying involved. You just left. You didn't take the boost, and then you said, well, my teammate got the boost, so obviously he has to save the goal. That's not how it works. You got to stay involved. This play is still on you. You can't leave like this. You're just leaving your teammate to die. This goal is pretty much your fault. You just left your teammate in a 1v1. All right. I like that kickoff. Yep. Let your teammate collect. Yep. Hopefully he takes it downfield. Perfect. Maybe a flip reset. I like the idea. Good up. You jump on pretty ambitious. It doesn't really look like you have a goal in mind on what you want here. So I'm gonna size it down for you and tell you what you want. There's like 4 touches you could get here that make a play happen. This is not really one of them. I mean, it kind of keeps it in, but your team is so overcommitted. Again, this is like when you're last man and you're committing. I like the speed. You should commit this, but you have to recognize that your team is committed. So you have to buy time with this play. So even if you want to get a goal out of this, you have to buy time. So there's really only 2 good things you could do. You can either slow down right before you hit it and catch it for an air draw, or like a float in front of it, or you can hit it to backboard for a double tap. And both of those you should slow down. You should not hit it this fast. You have a free beat. There's no need to beat the guy out. You're not beating anyone, so conserve your boost. Play this slower so your teammate has more time. Understand that time element to the game, and just hit this soft, and something you can continue to play on. Oops. This hit, it's not terrible because you're not giving it straight to the opponents, so they can't immediately counterattack. But it doesn't do anything for you guys, and it will just put you guys back on defense. Where you could have had an offensive attempt here if you just slowed down and just floated towards this and either did like a basic floaty double tap or like a catch and float. So you have a lot more opportunity there. No need to just bang that away. Teammate gets a phenomenal touch. Okay, I don't love that. If you're gonna jump for a beat on this, you have to be able to get a second here, in my opinion. I mean, this is fine because your teammate's able to pick it up. But if you're jumping for a beat, like you think this guy's committing, you have to play for a second touch. Now, obviously, he wasn't committing. If you looked around a little bit, you actually could have just caught this for free. But if you're going to play for a beat, you have to play to a touch that gets you a double touch. It's fine. It works out. You didn't commit. I mean, why would he? He's pretty low. He's last man. Pretty dangerous commit for him. So you didn't really have to give this away. But it works out. Right to your teammate. Let him solo. I like the bump idea. Oh, okay. This is also one of my favorite things you've done this game. You threaten the bump, so you scare this guy. This guy's scared now. He's worried about you. He's not paying full attention to the play. You commit your energy to this. You scare him. You make him make a decision on how he has to defend, and then you don't commit it. I've been trying to teach this to people for so long. You don't have to commit the bump to get the value out of the bump. Like, for this player, like, he's about to be demoed. He turned. He's scared now. He's messed up his defense. Don't pay attention to the offense because your teammate got dunked. That's fine. You made the right play here. Where you didn't commit, and you forced him to change his defense. Fortunately for this zero boost defender, the ball happened to go to the backboard instead of the net because his teammate clutched up. But if that went on net, he's now slower to get there. All right. So you've gotten all the value you need out of a bump here, and you didn't commit yourself, and you stole the boost. This is literal textbook. This is exactly what you want to do as a disruptor. It didn't work out because they defended it, but that is exactly what you want to do. I love that play. It's really hard to teach people that play because they hear bump, they hear the bump value, and they chase the bump to kill it. Because sometimes you do need to chase that bump and kill. But in this play, where you have this momentum like this down the field, all you have to do is scare them. That's all you have to do. That's beautiful. I love that. It's a phenomenal play. Yep. Force here. Beautiful. Oh, I love that catch. Honestly, this is one of those times where you could have just like kept boosting at this to get a 50, like a annoying 50 to be an asshole. Teammate kind of played up a little too much, but it's okay. Nice. Good flip. I like all this. Play up, get the pads. No need to get a big boost. Nice, stay involved. That's good enough. Teammate, take some time with it. I love this cut. Not the greatest 50 you could have gotten. This is all textbook. You're not doing anything too bad here. Okay. You got a little too ambitious for this boost here. This is no need to jump. Like, what are you even doing with this jump? You know, like, what does this do other than just driving to the, like, what benefit do you get from this touch that you don't get from just driving to this boost? Like, you just made this job harder for yourself, and honestly, it made the play worse. Like, you could just drive, pick up this boost. The ball's not going anywhere. They're all stuck in mid, man, and they're not getting to this ball. Just go get the boost. You don't need to do any fancy schmancy shit to get that. Just drive to that. And now you're like in a weird position. You're not on the ground. You took an extra amount of time to get that boost. So now they do get the ball. And you've left your teammate to die again. These corner boost grabs are very dangerous because it's very easy to leave your teammate in a 1v1 or 1v2. So you got to be really careful and quick with how you do these. Because they can flip on you really quick. Oof. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not even on your teammate. Like, he's in a 1v2. He wants to commit so he doesn't get demoed or something. Like, you just left him. I mean, that's realistically on you. A lot of these goals are things you could do to prevent them. I mean, that's how it is for most games. People want to blame their teammates because technically he missed that save right there. But that's on you. You left him to make that save. Nice. I like this. Gotta get a little aggro. You're down 2 with a minute left. Beautiful touch. Oh, very close. Get that boost. Again, man, you're doing this thing where you're like Your last man, you're turning up the wall like the ball's just gonna roll out for you. Like you've done this 3 times. I'm making this the thumbnail of the video, dog. This is going in the thumbnail. The clickbait title is gonna be like the common mistake keeping you from hitting SSL or something. You're getting posted. Yeah, you've done this like 3 times. It's just you're being too aggressive when you have the boost advantage. You have your last man here. You have the boost advantage. Just play your resources, man. If they hit this down the field to you, you just collect. Like there's no need to turn. I know you're down 2 goals and it's like scary. It's like, oh, I need to get a goal right now, but like it doesn't happen that quick. Like if you get the 10% chance that you get a dunk here and it goes in, you're gonna win that 1 game out of 10 games. Play the 9 games, you know? Just play this back. Gaming gets demoed, unfortunate. This one I like a little bit more because you actually can get a solid touch on this. Try to beat it out for your teammate. You're pretty low. He might be able to convert. Oh, he's not quick enough. Okay, this is getting real messy. You should have let your teammate play this, to be honest. I know you want to go really fast to like reconvert this, but the play is already not convertible. He's gone too slow. There's already not enough time for you guys to get back now. They'll get back even if you hit this. Just let him play it now. Just worry about getting boost. Because now you've taken the ball off of him and you've taken the boost. You've done both things when you could have just let him do this exact touch that you did. And you could have been a little farther up. No reason to. And then I don't even know what this turn is. Like this turn is you're driving back into the flow of traffic. Just go take his boost. Like he flipped, he has no momentum. You just took the mid boost. Go steal this guy's boost. Your teammate's right behind you. You gotta make an offensive play. Go take his boost. After this hit, you could even kill him maybe if you're quick enough. I wouldn't be quick enough to react to this, but you just go take that boost. That boost is free eats. They're starving because they just double committed on your side, and your teammate's behind you, so he can play this ball. So if you're gonna commit to this chasey aggro, you gotta full commit. Teammate unfortunately moves up too, and you bump into him. It's okay. Teammate has to get a touch. Try. Dude, you're zooming too fast, man. You gotta slow the fuck down. You're going way too fast. Like this should be a free hit, and you're so fast you go under the ball. And then this guy gets a 50. Like you gotta, if you're gonna go this fast, you gotta work on your jumps. You gotta hit some training packs or something for this. This is you're going too fast for what you're comfortable with. I can tell. You're getting bad hits on these balls. You gotta slow down a little bit. Yeah, it's not really much you could do here. Just try and get it downfield. I might go in. Holy, do you guys win this? Nah, surely not. I mean, that was the right decision. You just had no time left. Nah, that's game. Overall, you need to slow down. You need to take more time with your possessions. You need to stop being so aggressive. Just chill out. The game is not that quick. I know it seems, you see all the pros play really quick. It's not that quick. You don't got to go that quick. It's a misconception. You got to slow down. You got to be smarter. You know, you got to be more possessive with these. I think you played pretty well. You left your teammate to die a lot, but you also helped him out a good bit. You guys lost a lot of offensive opportunities because you weren't able to slow down and you just kind of hit the ball really fast and you just give it away. So overall, that's basically my consensus for the majority of this replay. Obviously, there's those little things you can work on, like that atrocious wall commit that you did like 3 times. Oh my god, bro. That was devious. I mean, man, you played pretty solid. I'm going to probably wrap up the video here. I appreciate you guys sticking around. I appreciate you guys watching the replay. If you learned anything, let me know what you learned. Comments. Obviously, my Discord's in the description. My socials are in the description. If you want to follow me on anything else, if you want to join my Discord, submit your own replay, get a free replay review, check out the description. I got it all there. I appreciate you guys sticking by, and I will see you guys in the next one.